Hawks Lays an Egg by Butterfly Apocalypse on AO3. Episode 12, Chapter 6. So let me get this straight, Hawk said. The League of Villains threw you a baby shower? Yup, Dabi said, popping the pea. And Shigaraki Tomura, leader of the League of Villains, handmade a pacifier for your baby. Hawks went cross-eyed, scrutinizing the hand pacifier. There were even knuckle wrinkles. How is that any weirder than the second in command making us cake and insisting I break you your piece? Dabi asked. They were seated on the floor of Hawks' bedroom, sorting through baby supplies from both his shopping trip and the gifts from the League. Hawks didn't answer his question, too busy staring at the stained plushie. I didn't even know they made these. Dabi shrugged. They might not. He did not elaborate. Hawks held up the sling. This is a nice gift, though. He turned it around. I don't think there's room for my wings. Can't you just remove your feathers? Dabi snorted. Hawks chuckled the sling at him. That's a pain. This can be your sling. I'll get one to cut holes in or something. Also, he just really wanted to see Dabi in this specific scene. It was designed with a lot of extra fabric, so it could be worn without a shirt underneath. For skin to skin, Dabi had informed him knowingly, and Hawks was a simple man. He wanted to see his villain boo, he adopted Rumi's label, was accurate, so why not? Without a shirt, holding a baby. He wanted Omelette to hurry up and hatch for that visual specifically. He would take a picture of that and frame it. Speaking of, should we do like a pregnancy photo shoot? Hawk sprawled out on his belly to begin sorting through the next bag. Dabi choked. Like the ones where the dude is like kissing the pregnant belly? How would that work with Omelette? Are you gonna put him in your shirt? Hawks laughed. No, that is an option. I was thinking more we dress up, we surround Omelette with flowers or whatever, and we pose with him. Dabi leaned over Hawks. Huh, are you sure that's not just an excuse to make me dress up? Hawks rolled over and rested his head in Dabi's lap. Maybe so. Dabi was looking down at him, and from this angle, his hair was falling forward, attractively. Hawks' heart jumped in his chest. Yes, Dabi may be, well done, bordering on overcooked, but it was clear that he had been breakingly handsome. Actually, screw it. He was still handsome. Maybe hot would be the more appropriate word, because, like, fire, it was true what they said about chicks do dig scars. So, it too seemed did full-grown Hawks. He grabbed a hold of the label on Dabi's stupid colt and tried to tug him down for a kiss. Dabi wheezed a laugh. I can't kiss you in this position, Broody. Hawks blew a raspberry, unfortunately close to Dabi's face. Then change it. If you insist. Unceremoniously, Dabi shoved Hawks off his lap. Hawks squawked in protest, but it quickly turned to a chirp of interest when Dabi shifted around to sling a leg over his stomach so that he was kneeling over him, with a hand on either side of Hawks' head. He leaned down. Hawks tried to face up, closing his eyes in anticipation. When nothing happened, for a moment, he peered one eye open, and then the other. Dabi was glaring at something past Hawks' line of sight. He rolled onto the top of his head to see what was the holdup about. One of the bags had spilled its contents onto the ground, and there, in plain sight, was the Endeavor onesie. Shit. He'd forgotten about that. Hawks tried in vain to distract him by propping himself on his elbow and kissing his jaw. Unfortunately, this only served to snap Dabi out of his reverie. He grabbed Hawks by the hair and pressed his head to the ground. Why the hell do you have that? He snarled, his face inches away. Now, normally, Hawks would have zero complaints about the situation. Being pinned was fun, but now it was just irritating, because the odds of this leading to sexy time were low. Instead, he was just gonna get an earful of Dabi bitching because he hates Endeavor, blah, blah, blah. He heaves a sigh and pushes Dabi off of him so he could sit up. It was at the store. I thought it was cute, Dabi said exasperatedly. I thought it'd be funny. Dabi grabbed the onesie, shaking in Hawks' face. How is this funny? Hawks tilted his head up defiantly. Well, you're freaking out about it, so that's pretty funny. I'll show you funny. Dabi united his hands, sending the Endeavor onesie up in smoke. No! Hawks cried. It was cute. Dabi reached forward and pulled out the Hawks-themed onesie as well. Keep complaining, and this onesie gets it too. No, okay, fine, I'll stop. Hawk said. Just put the onesie down. Let's take a break. Lunch? Dabi sighed. Transitional. You want me to make us lunch? Hawks nodded enthusiastically. Dabi sighed again and ran his hands over his face, apparently forgetting that the ashes of Endeavor's onesie were still on his hands. When he looked up, soot was smeared across his face. Hawks would have laughed, except it was unfortunately attractive. Why did Dabi have to notice the onesie? Things had been going so well. I'll make us lunch on 2 conditions, Dabi said. 1. Omelette never wears, owns, consumes, or is otherwise exposed to any Endeavor merch. Sure. Hawks agreed easily. Once he was in a better state of mind, he'd be able to hide Endeavor merch no problem. There would be no repetition of this afternoon. Okay. 2. Dabi continued. We finally discussed names. You, sir, have a deal. Hawks reached out and shook Dabi's hand, which was not outstretched or in any way positioned to be shaken at that moment. Dabi was still giving him the cold shoulder as he cooked them lunch, but that meant Hawks could chatter away. Haki or Sen would be good names. Light and life. You know, one of those idealistic names. Dress for the job you want and all. Hawks twittered. I know we were talking about Tommy, and I'm not sure if that was a joke or not, but we can do Tommy, like Jewel, and Go, like Knowledge. But then I was also thinking, what is his quirk gonna be? I hope he inherits my wings. I want a baby bird, so we can go with something like Honey for wings or feather. Not gonna lie, something with an H just feels right. I keep coming back to like Hazaki or Haru. Haru has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Maybe a little short though. Hakaro? Hakatu? Hakata? Hatamatata? Hawks was saying. Hakuna. Dabi icily broke his silence. Huh? Hawks tilted his head. It's Hatuna Matata. Dabi said. Hawks hummed in agreement. What a wonderful phrase. Dabi finally turned to look at him. Oh yeah? Ain't no phrase craze, Hawks said, standing. Means no worry for the rest of your days. Dabi caught on to what he was doing. Don't. Hawks wrapped his arms around Dabi, taking a deep breath. It's our problem free. Stop. Dabi cried, trying to shove him away. Philosophy. Hawks sang loudly, and probably off-key. Oh well. The food's gonna burn. Dabi protested. Hawks ignored him, taking his hands in his own and trying to pull him into a dance. Hakuna Matata. Hawks finished. It's our motto. No, it's not. What's wrong with you? Dabi asked, finally breaking free. Hawks cleared his throat. In a stage whisper, he said, Your line is, what's a motto? I'm not saying that. Dabi deadpanned. Say it, Hawks demanded. Say it. Say it. Shut up. Dabi yelled. What the fuck is a motto? There. Happy? Hawks gasped. I don't remember that line in Lion King, but anyways, nothing. What's a motto with you? Dabi's face was impassive. Without a word, he took the food he was cooking off the stove and moved towards the trash can. No! Hawks cried. Dabi slouched moodily while Hawks munched on his food. That Dabi hadn't ended up throwing away. Hawks felt proud of himself for mastering the art of irritating people to the very edge of their limits and then backing off just before pushing them over it. It was fun with Endeavor. It was fun with Rumi, though he learned the hard way that she was quick to hit when she was irritated. And it was clearly fun with Dabi. So, what are your name ideas? Hawks asked, mouth full. Dabi hesitated before answering. That kind of like something with toy. Toy? Hawks asked, considering. It was fine, he thought, but he didn't see anything special or significant about it. Why? He looked away. No reason, forget about it, never mind. Hawks wasn't sure if Dabi was just being moody or what, but he was being uncharacteristically wiggly. Hawks felt a twinge of concern, like maybe he missed something. No, it's okay. He tried. I wasn't saying no, I was just wondering. I said forget about it. Dabi said with a quiet insistent. Hawks was uncomfortable with the silence that followed. So, I had some names after my quirk. So, how about yours? Atsu like hot would be cool. Dabi shrugged. I was saying I like things that start with H. How about, Hai for fire? Hawks was struck with the idea. Or N, like flame, could work. No way in hell! Dabi cut him off. Damn it, he noticed. Hawks feigned innocence. What? Why? Dabi smiled joylessly at him. Let's think really hard, and we might be able to figure out why I don't want my son to be named after anything with N, as in fire. Well, darn, but N had many other readings. Hono, as in flame? Hawk suggested, hopefully. When Dabi met his eyes, his gaze was full of something unidentifiably sad and unexpected that sent a sharp jab of guilt through Hawks' chest. I'd rather limit the influence fire has on our kid's life. With that, Dabi stood and left Hawks' apartment. Huh, that wasn't according to plan. Hawks finished off his food in silence. Okay. Well, I wonder if Hawks is gonna find out Dabi's past. Like, at all. Do we think that's gonna happen? Do we think that's something that's gonna happen? Also, I really do think a maternity photo shoot with Omelette would be the funniest thing ever. I need to see that. It is a must. It is a must. I don't know. Maybe I'll draw, what's it called? I'll get some poses from like maternity shots and I will draw it as like Hawks and Dabi with Omelette. I feel like that would be hilarious. I need that to happen. I need that to be a thing. That would be funny. Oh my god, I would love that. That is hilarious. I am in love. Okay, as always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful day or night. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.